What's up, everybody? I'm Anthony DeiCicchi from On the Water Media, and today I have a new product to introduce you guys to. It's a brand new fishing knife line from a not-so-new tool company. Mercer Tool Corporation, the company that brought Mercer culinary and barfly mixology gear to the forefront of the kitchen and bar, launched a new fillet knife lineup that we've gotten to know over the last couple months. Everybody says, hey, when you're a kid, don't play with knives. So as an adult, it's a lot of fun to play with knives. Mercer Sport has launched 6 new knives. You got 4 fillet knives, and you got 2 slicing knives. So now this is a line of fishing knives, fillet knives, for the outdoor enthusiast, from the professional angler all the way to the recreational angler. Mercer Sport basically takes that track record of culinary excellence out of the kitchen and onto the water. And today I want to kind of run through the 4 different fillet knives that Mercer Sport launch is comprised of, and then cover the 2 slicing knives that they've brought to market. We've had a chance to play with these in a few different settings. We took them out and did some winter flounder fishing. Those went out with Andy and the crew, and he absolutely had nothing but positive things to say about it. My first experience was taking these out black sea bass fishing, and I picked up the 8-inch fillet knife first, and also grabbed the 8-inch Tiger Edge slicer. One thing I noticed right off the bat was the handle. Super comfortable in your hand. It's soft. It has a textured handle that offers secure, non-slip grip with this nice orange added versatility. Another thing is the sheath is interchangeable with all the knives in the collection, which is cool. So I had this in a rod holder behind the seat, and would catch a black sea bass, and it was one that I wanted to harvest. It'd be like, where's the knife? Oh, find the orange. It was right there. Grab the knife, bleed the fish out, get it prepped, get it on ice, get all the blood out of the fillets. Obviously, it's gonna do that job really well. Some of the other benefits of these knives are you have a mirrored finish that's gonna get you in and out of the cuts a lot cleaner. You also have a razor sharp edge, which is important. The Santoprene grip is going to hold up in the slimiest conditions. I mean, this grip held true while I was scaling sea bass, while I had wet hands. That's always something I look for in a knife. The way it feels in your hand is important too. So you can see it's got a very ergonomic shape to it that was comfortable to work with all day long. Now, in addition, it's NSF certified. That means that these knives meet or exceed standards for cleanability, sanitation, and food protection. Something that's very important if you're going to be processing fish that you're going to consume. So from the blade side of things, all these knives are made with high carbon German steel. They're actually ice hardened for extra blade strength. They're gonna leave you with a very sharp edge for a long time. They're easy to sharpen, and they come out of the package razor sharp. I can attest to that because we've had them on several trips now. And on the fillet side of things, they make a 9-inch, an 8-inch, and a 7-inch. They also make a 7-inch narrow. That's gonna come in handy for some of those smaller species that you're gonna fillet, like your white perch, winter flounder, scup. And then moving up as your fish get a little bigger, your 7-inch is gonna be a great fit for, you know, sea bass and tog. And as you get bigger into the bluefish and things of that nature, that 9-inch fillet is gonna come in handy. On the slicer side of things, they have 2 slicers. This 9-inch utility slicer is a straight serrated edge. Now, that's going to be great for cutting through bone and cartilage. If you want to steak a bonito, if you're going to be processing a tuna and you want to get through that backbone, that's going to be what you're going to use for that. But I would recommend switching over to the 8-inch Tiger Edge slicer when it comes to cutting flesh. This is going to give you the teeth, no pun intended, to get through bone and cartilage. But as you can see, this scalloped edge is going to make for a nice clean entry in and out of that flesh that is going to give you less resistance. So what's that mean is it's going to provide a smoother cut. It's going to create less friction than a straight serrated slicer will to get you a cleaner slice through the flesh. And that's important because the last thing you want to do is be sawing flesh, creating heat, and a much rougher cut. So this is when you'd want to switch over to their 8-inch Tiger Edge slicer. So kind of wrapping things up with the Mercer Sport lineup, you got 4 fillet knives in 4 different sizes. You got 2 utility slicers with 2 different edges to them, a Tiger Edge utility slicer and a 9-inch straight serrated slicer. And the last thing I want to point out is this sheath is one size fits all. It'll take every one of these knives, they'll lock into here nice and clean. You only need one sheath and you can kind of mix and match your knives and put them in this protected sheath as you choose your weapons of choice for each trip. Really happy with what we saw from the Mercer Sport lineup. They're comfortable in your hand. They got a high vis orange, so they're easy to locate, and they make filleting fish an absolute breeze. So everything from processing your bait all the way to field dressing your fish and dealing with your catch at the fillet table. Can't say enough good things about this new lineup from Mercer Sport. You can check these out for yourself at mercersport.com.